Lovely family, welcome to Cooking with Abba. Today we're going to be dressing chicken. We're going to dress live chicken and then the partly dressed chicken. So I'm starting with the partly dressed chicken. Usually, cut off chicken or cool store how it comes. No, no. What you want to start by doing is to cut the legs off. So usually I just open it up just to help locate the bones, and you can easily cut it off. And these days, you see the way the chicken you finish cooking and then it's lost size, it's not waste. You just want to make sure that won't you try and get a baby. So the wings, you did the same thing. As I was twisting and saka crabby bones, no, you can easily locate it and then you can cut through it. So once you locate the bones and you cut certainly the thighs or the legs and then the wings, you can then proceed to also cut the neck. The neck is also easy for you to cut. So you just cut through the neck as well. And yes, I unskinned this chicken as well. So you can watch through. I'll show you how to do that as we go on as well. So once you're done, the next part, which is easy for you to do, is the inner portion. So I'm just doing an incision to be able to get to the backbone and cut through the backbone. Then I removed the parts which, if it was sticky, and cow the bear chufi. I'm cutting that part off too as well because I don't need the chufi aspect in here. Then you take out the inner stuff. Usually they put the liver, the gizzard, and the feet in there. This was partly frozen, so there's a bit of ice blocks in there. Please pardon me. So you make incisions at both sides of the chicken, and that's going to help you able to open it up properly and easily cut through. If it was soft and well thawed, and can be baby, then you can easily cut through it. So I'm just trying to cut so that it gets the backbone off. Then I can work on the breast area as well. So this is, don't mind the ice you see in there. So once you're able to do that, I taken out the gizzard as well and the liver. For the pre-dressed ones or the ones you buy at the cold store, virtually the liver and all those things, they've been worked upon. The only thing is that your meat has not been cut into the sizes you want. So you can use your wooden mallet or anything to help you cut through. You can use some stone to help your knife or cutlass easily cut the bones or break the bones. Yes, and you can cut them into the various sizes you want. Just be mindful not to overly size the chicken because these days chicken that size is it's what it take. So you just want to be careful not to overly cut it into small sizes. Now I'm left with the chicken breast area. Chicken technically doesn't have enough, but then because of how it is, it's usually termed as a chicken breast, and yes, that part usually has fewer bones and more meat. And so if you're doing chicken nuggets or if you're doing more of boneless things with chicken, then that part is very easy to work upon. So I divided the chest area or the breast area into two, and then because it was still bigger chunk, I then divided it again. So you can just use your mallet alongside. When you do another papa ching ebo no ya be no na ebi akum na ahia so akum. So you cut for the sizes you want. Please be mindful. These days the chicken that has come, you finish cooking and the sizes have reduced. So you don't want to cut them too tiny. So once you're done cutting, you can wash your board. And one thing about chopping boards is you need to note the parts which you use for proteins or for meat stuff and the part you use for vegetables, so you reduce contamination as well. So I'm just going to wash and then unskin. For the unskin in the for cry, you just use your hand to pull the skin off. If it's partly frozen, it's easy to remove. If it's very fresh, it's also easy to remove. So I just remove all the skin and then wash it because it's pre-dressed. The liver and everything has been a bit cleaned, so even the gizzard you don't see much in there, and I'm taking out the skin. You can use with the skin if you like the skin, just that the skin gives you extra oils in there. And actually sometimes I fry up this. When you season with the skin, you can take it off later and fry very crisp. This is also very, very nice, and kids always love it. So I'll try and then do a video on that, how I do that, and share with you as well. But it's your preference whether you want the skin on or not. And once you're done, you can then discard your skin if you're not going to use it, like in this case, which was not going to be used. So I took off the skin, and that is your nicely cut out chicken. Now, to help clean it, sometimes people ask, how do I get the nyanya thing out? You just need some lemon. We air for par. So with your few coins, you can easily get one lemon bit to buy and then use it. If you don't get lemon, use lime. It's going to work for you. Or you can use apple cider vinegar, which is if it's available to you. And sometimes you can just use salt if you don't get lemon or anything like that. Just do what is more convenient for you, and you just wash it. But the beauty about the lemon or the lime is that it helps reduce the yin vibe in there. And it's very affordable. Now let's come to the live chicken. Now, because of YouTube's guideline when it comes to animal handling, I can't come and slaughter chicken here. I beg you. The channel would have serious issues. So you always have to have hot water available before you slaughter, because once it's done being slaughtered, you need to pick off the feathers and yes, all the unwanted parts from it. So you need your hot water. It should be boiling hot water. Then once it's slaughtered, you just pour over the chicken, and that would help the skin easily shred off the feathers. So you either pluck everything off. And you see, those days we have colaras over fear. You more by no. What you do a home meaning if you know ye. So you're just going to pick off all the feathers. Usually the ones you buy at the cold store, I can't try a pep, but then Bronya Bana say aficionada says anyamana, you'd have it. And you see the chicken's leg has something which is like stockings or something there, some skin which is there. That is also removed in there as well. Now, sometimes you may not be able to get all the skin off properly. So what you can also do is, say when you're going in the local setting, to me just a little heat or a little fire. And you know that charcoal or woody vibe also gives it some extra texture, smell, some vibes. A local barbecue. And once you're done, you'd want to clean it. Cleaning it, you don't really need soap in there. And whenever they do this, it makes me remember my grandma, because I know you'll be she does well to feed them, give them their last water, and then when they are done, they bath them proper. So in the local Ghanaian setting, that is what is always done. So that burning on the fire also helps you get rid of all the other hair on the skin area especially. And then when the chicken is a bit too soft, so it helps you with the dressing as well. Then you cut it. So this one, let me give a special shout out to Bethel Methodist Youth Fellowship. Yes, this was the end of year. The goat must cry, and there was some chicken part as well. And they gave me the opportunity to also film as well. So thank you very much, guys, for the support by fam. So grateful for it. Yes, so shout out to Baduk as well. Yes, he did most of the slaughtering in here. Now, this part of the chicken, this is very, very important. If you know how to slaughter and then you go wrong with it, your chicken is not edible again. The green part, I've forgotten the name of it, but that green thing, if it bursts open onto your chicken as you're dressing it, it's going to be so bitter. No matter what you do, it's still going to be bitter. So usually they take it off first, and then when they are done, they take off. You go to the liver part, which is already in there. Just put it aside as well. Then you come to your gizzard, and you make sure that you cut your gizzard open to remove all the thing the chicken was processing and eating, because the gizzard is what helps them grind the food or the things they eat. So you remove the inner skin of the gizzard, which is also very soft and easy to remove. And then you are virtually done dressing your live chicken. Now we could season with the bear for you, with the bear and with the bear then chicken idea. Are you ready? So this is how to actually dress and cut your chicken, whether it is pre-dressed or dressed or it is live right from scratch. And I'm so grateful for the support by far. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please do well to subscribe, like, and share. Lots of love from my team and I. Mwah.